The gene technology bill is a really important issue to our listeners. Could you summarise the party's current position on the issue?
Sure. So the proposed bill will make New Zealand more liberal than any other jurisdiction in the world. The economic case for a comprehensive uplift for our economy to date hasn't been made. Generally what is said is that ryegrass and a host of other limited concerns such as that may help us create more emission-efficient animals. New Zealand First has had a guts full. Doesn't even want to count emissions any longer. So that doesn't cut mustard with New Zealand First any longer. Look, I know there's a case for human health and would like to see sterilised possums and things like that. But when our leader Winston Peters entered into the coalition agreement, it was quite clear. In the absence of suitable environmental concerns, and you can read to that, we won't be letting Frankenstein into the environment, and health concerns, then the threshold will not have been met in terms of what New Zealand First agreed to. It did not agree to pass this bill without guardrails, and if those guardrails can't be constructed in the legislation, then that means the coalition agreement hasn't been met.
So what sort of guardrails, if any, would New Zealand First consider to be sufficient?
Well, there should be two bills. There should be two parts to the bill, and we've taken extensive advice on this. Look, I think that most Kiwis can get their head around all sorts of things happening within labs and creating a level of more sophistication as to how the genetic makeup of either a species or a variety can be dealt with. But it's when you decide to put that innovation into the environment. And at this stage, the bill does not contain suitable guardrails. Mark Patterson, my colleague, is currently working through those, but the final decision for us as a party will come down to our caucus. And the caucus has not had a comprehensive briefing as to how the National Party is going to adhere to the standards that they committed to when they asked Winston Peters to sign the coalition agreement.
I was at Field Days a couple of months ago and I spoke with members of the public, but also lobby groups like Federated Farmers and Groundswell. Their thoughts at that time were essentially they need or they want more time for this to be discussed within the farming and rural communities, and that the current pace of this bill is just it's going too fast. What would you say to that?
Yeah, look, I know it's got some long-standing advocates, and I respect these men and women, including Sir William Rolleston of the South Island. I respect them as professionals. I respect them as investors, but I'm